After a solid 20 hours of action, the Party Poker Live big game has seen its fair share of drama.
I got the hat! I got the hat!
In the Omaha leg, King's Casino owner Leon Sukernick parlayed a 20,000 euro starting stack into just over 200,000, whilst friends Rob Yong and Sam Trickett enjoyed slightly less good fortune, losing 60 and 130,000 respectively. All three players are now back for the no-limit hold'em leg of this big game, and whether winning big or losing big,
Don't drink.
I'm gone.
You said you weren't drinking this drink.
you know they're going to keep chirping.
Yeah, he used to be a good player when he was younger, but he struggles a bit now.
Last time I was a good player, he still had hair.
Excuse me.
It's been a while.
No one story in Razvedov has seen more plot twists and turns than Sam Trickett's. After losing 130,000 in Omaha, he was at one stage down that exact same amount in the hold'em leg, but has turned it totally around nicely, now to sit 18,000 in profit, and no doubt looking to improve on that further. Leon is the wild card, though. With him, anything could happen. Don't you just love it? Okay, let's get back to the action. Your commentators for this one are James Dempsey and myself, Jesse May.
7-8 at Party Poker Live, big game, and a fun table talk
Wow,
with Michael
what a
Van
bet.
Gerwen.
7-0 to you.
Also, right?
Any...
And he pulls a hamstring.
Earlier, hearts.
I thought I had to do it, considering you had. You told me you had it.
You had the best hand both times.
5. 9-5 suited. What did you say you had?
Position.
No, now?
Yeah.
Look for hungry.
No, I had suited connectors, but
Suited connector.
6.5.
not 9-5. Come on.
Could be some fun stuff
me
popping
a
up.
big
Those
one.
three together in a row is great. Stefan
I said you had the best hand
and Sam.
Yeah, that's one. I wasn't.
Maybe a mini battle on the table going on between those three.
You made it too big, but you made it too big.
Leon's made this 2,000, and Steffen. This is opinionated from Steffen.
Yeah, this is basically the same thing again. He's isolating, trying to isolate Leon,
Steph, you 4K, I make it 12.
so hoping everyone else folds and he gets the heads up pot.
You did make it 4. What did you
Little does he know he has the worst hand.
36, 6.5.
Leon's in a tough spot, though. I mean,
I
Ace-Jack
didn't have change.
Same thing anyway.
Yeah.
can't really rip it.
Oh no, but you know he's seen Stefan's 3-bet with some much weaker hands on Ace-Jack already today.
King
So
7 of spades.
we know the way Leon plays. I'm pretty sure he'll just call here and look to play a flop. Oh, he could just rip it. He's Leon. But my point is, I don't think he's folding.
Kings.
So Leon far in the
I know you
lead,
have King 7
but
of spades.
Stefan has the lead, and
I
that
know
means
you
a
have
lot.
King 7
Yeah.
of spades.
How do you know?
The percentages say 64-28, but in reality it's probably the other way around. But not now.
Now when you
Not
say
now,
two
because
kings, you
Leon
know it's honest.
will never ever pass this.
No.
Stop reading my mind.
And again, we're seeing,
Scary.
like earlier, Stefan downsizing. His continuation bet for less than his 3-bet size. On these really polarized boards, Ace-9-2 Rainbow, there's no draw. This allows him to bet basically all the hands he's 3-bet with because he's betting so small. He makes Leon fold his nothing hands. He doesn't cost himself too much when he gets bluffed, and he allows Leon to call with hands that are much worse than his when he has flopped a good hand.
I have to say, totally a new concept for me, this downsizing, and it's fascinating.
It's become huge. It's not something I was that aware of until 2-3 years ago, but these guys do it all the time now, and it makes so much sense.
Essentially, they figured it out, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, these guys have figured everything out. They study.
He's right, but he never used his strong before.
They're now obviously electing to lead out. Stefan's like, what is this?
Stefan's like,
he can't do anything but cool.
I'm gonna need a special computer for Leon.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't exactly fit the mold.
Yeah, the German guys, they haven't sat down and worked this one out. And this is where it's fun when we're watching people play Leon, because you just have to grab on with your right hand and your left hand and not let go of a pair. And Leon's actually, bet so small that it's not put Steffen in too much of a tough spot. He just kind of has to call.
It's always good when they do this.
A couple people asking, what
they're not
is
lazy.
downsizing? I'm going to try and explain it, even though I've just heard it myself. When your continuation size is less than your 3-bet size on a polarized sort of board.
Yeah, well, yeah, the downsizing, when you're betting less than you did on the previous street, it's basically the concept. So it's very small percentage of the pot size.
Me too. But yours is
And yeah, see,
not a bad read.
Steffen does cool.
25 minutes
Lose the pot.
against me once and went away.
Nice sizing there, Leon. Maximum payoff.
I think what it's interesting. I think if he knew Steffen had an ace, if he knew Steffen had a hand like that, he would have bet much bigger because it's Leon and it's crazy and he's always bluffing and stuff. But it was almost like that size was so small. Steffen realised it was a value bet. And it's almost harder to. He's less enthusiastic. He starts to call because he doesn't have to be right as often because the pot size is the odds he's getting are much better. At the same time, he's actually losing more often when it's a smaller size than a big size.
It's so counterintuitive, isn't it?
Yeah.
I really, really want you to make a bigger bet.
Yeah,
so if I lose, I'll be more punished. But it does mean you don't have it as often.
Yeah.
Leon's got the queens in the straddle, which pretty much means everyone's in trouble.
If anyone finds anything, that is.
Now Homer
8? Yes, straddle 8.
could easily lose his lunch here because, you know, 10-Jack is not a terrible hand to take on a blind hand with.
He's raising this up. I imagine Leon's going to re-raise it, and that'll be the end of it.
I actually seen you in the Palm Beach once. I lost in London, Mayfair. I saw you there once. You was playing with that, yeah. Because
it was in the morning, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
That was the time I won for the big. I said that to Rob early on. That day I won the most I ever won on a roulette.
Did you?
About 45k or something.
Yeah, I remember seeing you playing. I came to the table, I bet 20,000 on red. I lost, and then I left. One spin, but you was on the table.
6, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. I got cheated. I got cheated. I played a Russian heads up. And he was cheating. He was keeping cards.
Not the safest flop in the world for queens, but it'll do. Tomer is absolutely nowheresville here. He doesn't know how lucky he got. He needed a little piece of this flop. He could have been convinced to put in 29,000 extra. As it is, he'll stick him in the scrapper.
I've been there 2 or 3 times.
Sam, the guy online or something?
No. I was in the Palm Beach playing once.
The new one. I love the old one.
You serious?
Michael Van Gerwen holding court. He does love it here. And he's such a nice guy. He's what you would call a proper gambler. Loves the competition.
Slow down with that hand. Do you remember this hand, Leon?
He's obviously the best in the world at something.
I play crazy strong when I have something like this.
Sam's on the straddle. Van Gerwen. Yeah.
Gee.
Nice little pocket
I
pair.
said 2 birds, 2 ones, fine.
Respect.
Who's coming after? Dart man.
No action.
No action. No. I'd probably give you action.
I got you a wine for free, so you have to give me action.
Oh, you buy me drink? 2-1. I should fold, but I'll give you a spin.
Oh my.
MBG buying him the free drinks.
This is quite a spin. I mean, he made it 5x. He made it 2,000.
Yeah, but we don't worry about stuff like that. This is the big game.
I had Barata. They take it away. I don't know where it goes. I can't find it. I had a Barata.
I would say Sam may have just slightly overspent for image. I know you do pay for image, but he may have just slightly overspent there.
He's having fun. He's just gambling. He'll give MBG a spin.
You don't feel sorry for me.
I was trying to win money.
Again, he wouldn't give someone like Steffen a spin there, but he's just, you know.
He's my man here.
Did you qualify for the World Cup?
Right, he's got it again.
Excuse me?
We just about did.
It's,
we won our group. We won every game.
It's tough to get these back to back.
With comparative ease.
Huh?
Which team do you support?
Mainz.
Who?
Come on.
Oh, you like flop then, yeah? You like flop? Flop.
9.
Yeah.
Sort of adjusting a little bit. I mean, you made it 2100 this last time.
Okay, this is an interesting spot.
How can you support two teams?
Mainz is never competing with Dortmund. I have one for the top part and one for the bottom part. Mainz is number 1.
Yeah, Ashkan just electing to call. He doesn't. If he 3-bets, he pushes the players out the pot that he wants to play with. If he gets more action from Michael, he's going to be in really bad shape with Ace King. So I like this play. What he's hoping for is Rob or Leon raise it up. Then he'll see what the real strength of Michael's hand is, and then he can react.
Like one that you like a little.
Yep, nice call. And
I'll pick a team with a Dutch guy, so then
he does get Ace King a lot, doesn't he?
He does, but
it's funny he's got Ace AK in his name as well.
Though you got to balance it out because you were saying before, and it's true that a lot of the value in Ace King is pre-flop, but that's what makes poker so hard, isn't it? To know what to latch on to when.
If Sam had raised, he would have re-raised it. It's because it was Michael that's raised. It's a dangerous board, but Michael's
got away cheap, and Rob is ready to go to the races.
Gut shot and a flush draw.
Very careful.
Well, they won't be too wild about the 5. Sam with top pair. This is a little loose from Sam with Queen 8.
Against 2 punts.
MVG's C-bet and Rob calling. It's a bit optimistic calling here with Queen 8.
He knows his customers already.
He knows.
It's a good card for MVG.
Is it an automatic? Is it still an automatic bet to you because it's 3 ways, or would you slow down?
Given the 2 players in enemy check, I actually would fire again here because on that card. 6 is a great card. He's only bet small.
Oh, this is for television, isn't it?
Rob folding a flush draw, I'm surprised.
Wow, he did.
Yeah. I was trying to hit 2 pairs.
You don't have to.
See, that's exactly why it's a good card. Sam's actually putting on a stronger hand like aces or kings. And because he's got an 8 and the board's paired to 6s, he's worried that if he were to hit his queen, he'd still be behind to aces or kings up.
I got you, but it's Rob's fault that bewilders me. Because,
I can't explain that one.
You know, Michael almost never has a full house here. And if he doesn't even have a 9, the 5 was live for a straight, right?
And yeah, he doesn't often have too many 9s.
You seem too happy I'm folding. You laughing at
It was such a small bet as well. It was 333 into 11.5.
What was the river, please? Because I was going to try and block it. Was it spade?
9 of spade.
River.
What was it?
I missed.
5. He would have hit.
He did not miss. He did not miss.
Maybe he forgot he had the gut shot.
Queen 4 spades.
Yeah, but I think he's forgotten he had the gut shot.
Oh. I think he called 5, 6, 7, 8.
Queen 4
He would have
spades
won.
on the turn.
Hey?
You folded Queen 4 spades on the turn.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, maybe Queen Deuce of spades.
3,300.
Well, I was going to raise him.
You just have to call.
I would call that one.
Huh?
How you got like decent equity?
I've got a flush draw.
Just got a flush draw now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
with
a
a queen.
shot. And a queen.
With a queen, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not good enough.
Oh, Rob's playing seriously. He's taking me seriously.
I was thinking if I raise him, he's just going to go jacks.
No, you just called.
That's a good read.
Yeah, but then I miss, he checks. I'm balling on the river, and then he goes, oh, I'll probably be behind and calls.
Just try and hit it now. 3,300 into like 10k, wasn't it?
What about if he's got pocket ace? I'm drawing dead.
Yeah, sure, thanks.
Guys seem pretty happy with him.
Be too cautious.
Yeah, I folded an 8.
Is that cold?
No, raise.
No, I thought maybe they had the wrong colour of chips.
He's happy with it.
Is it?
I agree.
Is that cold?
Raise.
That's the race.
2,000.
He's having fun.
He really is.
No, it's not a bet, the worst thing.
Yeah. What is called? Change it, yeah.
I think Leon and Rob are sitting too close to each other. I mean, they're not getting any money in this game. Come on, guys. Here we go.
2 times jacks after each other.
Jacks and jacks, huh? At least you win.
5,
I don't know how
What I'm doing is, see, this is again, he's betting,
4K.
really, he bet 4k on the flop, he just bets 4k on the turn again with his hands that
He's
are really
downsizing.
weak. He's not, he's same sizing, we can event something, we can, you know, he just does these, he doesn't achieve anything, he's, all the better hands call and all the worse hands fold.
Second ace, when I look against 4 or 5,
This is if people are.
What the hell are you betting for in the end?
I was betting under you.
You're betting like you want a call. You don't want a call. You've got a pair of fives.
It's down after dusk
The ace killed me.
against the king.
What do you mean the ace killed you? You've got 4-5, I've got king. You're behind. You're behind before the flop, you're behind on the flop, you're behind on the turn, and you're behind on the river.
You're such a smart person, listen, you. Rob, you're just unbelievable. You should open a poker score.
No, but you're moaning, 4-5 down, like I've outdrawn you.
I made a small mistake, and you immediately twin it. Put straddle over there.
How much is it?
1,600 for you. Special for you.
I could watch this game for the rest of my life. I think it's great. Leon and Rob.
And these are my favorite. I cannot believe that they're going to turn this stream off in 6 hours. I'd like to bet that the production crew might have to go home, but these guys are going nowhere.
Oh, yeah, this game's going all night.
What are you listening
all
to?
day tomorrow,
They're
and
having
the
too
night
much
after
fun.
that, and then a couple more days. Maybe they'll surfers again by Thursday.
Dutch music.
This is one of those games that you know, people who are living right now, like, you know, in Texas or something, find out about and hop on a plane. I mean, you know, somebody in Australia is on their way to the airport.
MVG loosening up, calling with King 7 from the small on the 1600 straddle. Leon popping up, Rob calling. Interesting, they've all got a 7.
You can't resist it, can you?
How does he know he's so far ahead?
Come on, 7 ball.
Jack for Leon. Flush draw and a gut shot for Rob. This is the way Leon plays and the way Rob plays. This could be a big pot.
4,000.
12,000.
And Rob, no time wasted in raising. Leon's not the kind of guy who likes folding top pair.
I wonder how much Rob is. He has a propensity to have a draw here rather than a top pair.
Yeah,
that kind of move.
Well, interesting that Leon, sorry to interrupt you, but Leon's popped out again with this really small bet. Again, keeps doing this with his medium straight hands. But yeah, I know what you mean. You're thinking Rob wouldn't necessarily raise with draws here as often as he would against other people because Leon doesn't fold that often. It's worked this time. Obviously, this time Rob's got some showdown value with a 9.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Okay, you want the 12,000 or 12,000?
Uh-oh.
No slowdown. No slowdown.
24.
Okay.
Knows his customer.
He sure does.
He knows that what these weak bets mean. These small bets mean that Leon has some sort of hand. He knows Leon can't fold for a min raise.
I didn't see the
Pretty big pot. 44,000 he
like
just
a
took
cow.
off of Leon.
Yeah, 93,000 euro pot.
You let me get that.
Casual like that.
No, I didn't. I paid you the 12. I didn't see the flash. What?
You want money back? You didn't see the flush?
No.
Rob Young,
you want the
that's
money
taking
back?
him into profit.
That's
You
taken.
call without the flush?
I had the call. I had a jack.
Oh, but did you not see the flush when you called?
Yeah, but no, it's okay. It's okay.
Sure.
I had a
Did you
jack.
make a mistake, yeah?
No, I probably would have called.
Okay. If you'd have folded, then
No.
I'll give you it back.
But I didn't see the flash.
Always, if you make a mistake, it's...
No.
You sure?
This is how you get in games.
I'm really not. Yeah, exactly. I'm really not sure what that was about. But
Steffen then with the hands.
Straddle or raise?
Straddle, he's straddling.
Straddle?
No, it's race.
Raise.
No.
Looked already.
Oh, we'll let you straddle anyway. We're not going to let you straddle. Now you've seen it.
1 first.
You want yellow, yeah?
Albert managed to find it. He had actually previously, he had really been determined to play those type of hands against the Steffen raise. I think maybe the 3-5 suited cured him of that a little bit.
It's also a lot harder to do when Steffan's opening from first position.
Right.
You've got the whole table of
made it 2K,
crazy
yeah?
players behind to worry about.
There's that.
Rob in terrible shape here. It's not often you're 6% pre-flop in Hold'em.
Can listen to music.
Is it the Kings versus the King Deuce? Is that the...
That'd be the worst one, yeah. This is basically up there with it. Not much difference.
Sure. You can be, I'm guessing you can be much worse off in Omaha,
What am I thinking
can't
about
you?
doing?
Well, in theory, I mean, if you have four deuces in your hand or something, then yeah.
I think he has a better card.
Not much chance
Maybe
of anything.
same hand.
Yeah,
Maybe the same hand.
With ace.
no, but I can make him pass if he has it.
With ace.
A little accumulation there for Steffen, but his stack is dwindling. I mean, his profit at one point was around the 150,000 mark. Now a little under 100,000. But hey, you'd take 100,000 for a night's work, wouldn't you? And look at Ashcan, quietly picking his moments, and now sitting on a 72,000 euro profit. Not bad.
Sure?
No.
You had a jack. I didn't think you had a jack.
There's a 1, there's a 2, there's a 4 out there live.
And that's where it will finish.
Do you think Steffen is getting a little tired? Do you think maybe he's not a long session man, or is he...
No, I mean, I'd imagine he probably started playing today at noon in the 25k high roller, and then came into this. So he would have been playing for, you know, a good 13 and a half hours
Mr.
already.
I just turned straights.
So he has been playing for longer than the other guys, for sure.
Straight?
And obviously he's up comfortably. He was up a lot more than he is now. So maybe,
you saw?
you know, I think he's going to keep playing, but there's definitely a...
Well, I think
he might be thinking of the exit.
No, I think, you know, he's probably telling himself, these spots don't come around often enough. I'm going to stay as long as I can.
Yeah.
And I think that actually opens up a possibility where his edge might actually... Now, his edge is so big that he can probably fade a little bit of a diminished edge. But
What do you have?
Of course, the game's, he's only got 4.5 hours left anyway, so it's not that long.
Right, no, I'm thinking more about, like, you know, let's put ourselves 12 to 20 hours in the future, you know.
I give no action.
Come on, you know that 20 hours from now, there will still be a game going.
I am willing to bet that the second this stream finishes, the game restarts at bigger stakes.
Yep.
And that might price some people out. I don't know if that price Steffen out.
The one on King 10 something?
Some of these guys will. We'll get some other players in.
Queen Jack.
You had Queen Jack and flush draw?
And that sounds crazy to say. They're playing 100, 200, 400. To say that they're going to play a much bigger game, but they really do, these guys sometimes. They play huge stakes.
1200.
Say last time I was here, they were playing a short-handed game over the course of a week, and it ran every night, and it was 1K, 2K, 4K.
Queen Jack off.
If this is your first time seeing a Party Poker Live big game, there will be more of them. They've put out a schedule, not just for the big games, but I think for 2018 for the tournaments around the world, and it is some impressive series. And things like this, you'll be doing some streaming all week here with the $1 million tournament, the 5 million guarantee, all that.
Yeah, that's right. Although this is just kicking off the week here in Rosvadov and on the Party Poker Twitch, YouTube channel, and Sky. We're going to be covering tournaments for the rest of the week, all the way up to the final table will be next Sunday. Final table of the $5 million guaranteed, 5 million euros guaranteed, 5,000 euro freeze out.
Albert flopped the joint straight again, and he's trying to figure out how he's going to lose this. Has he just checked this in position?
He has. I guess he's thinking Rob's just going to barrel this turn. There's river all the time if he checks back. He knows Rob loves the bluff.
That's an interesting.
It's
That's
work
a
out.
really, really interesting thought.
Yeah, straight away, cool. Thank you.
Leon, he's listening.
That's how you play, Rob.
And why didn't he min raise it?
It's true. I'm the world's
there's definitely an argument for raising. Could have raised that, but I guess he's thinking
I don't know why
Rob just won't
bluffing all the time.
Won't call him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean he should probably have raised.
Good shot.
Yeah, I mean the series of millions tournaments and then these big games attached to them.
We've got 10-7.
You see different events throughout the year. This one
25.
pretty special though. You get some You get the kind of characters playing in these games in Rosendorf that you don't get in other places.
I think so. Although there's a lot of elements that go into making a good cash game. You know, sometimes you can even have the people and just the atmosphere is not right. This one is, to me right now, is perfect. And everybody's, not only is it good big gambling, but people are having fun.
She's going to be my coach for when Alex gives birth.
And for the people that aren't having fun,
Father coach.
I even enjoy watching them more.
I think Tomo's probably the one who looks like he's
having the least fun.
Yeah, but I enjoy watching them kind of stuck in this spot. They're like, well, I can't leave this game because it's so good, but it's also too big, and I want to see them squirm in some horrible spots. That's fun. Because, you know, this is a big game, but Rob and Leon, they put pressure on Sam. It's pressure, but it's not going to be this squirming and sweating it. He's played much bigger games than this. It's fun seeing people really struggle. Well, it is for me anyway, but I'm that kind of person.
I agree. The pain is fun. I mean, poker's about pressure. So Steffen has...
So, yeah, Sam straddled. Rob's pulled out the small. Steffen popped it up with Queen Jack. Sam with a very good hand. Could do either of the two options here.
Call or raise.
Yeah.
And the re-raise is to isolate Rob, and also, wow, that's...
Well, I think it's just a knock. Yeah, that is a huge raise. So, I think he wasn't thinking about Rob. He just, obviously, again, I think it's Steffan's just isolating Rob.
Right, and it was. But by the way, it was an especially big raise because it wasn't even out of position. It was an in position raise.
I'm surprised. So, it's the kind of hand you don't mind getting called. You're in position with the suited ace.
Yeah, I like sports at parties as well. Where in Holland?
Welcome back, big game action here.
Sorry?
1.5 weeks.
Michael Van Gerwen
Zealand.
treating every hand like it's his first, last, and only.
Very nice.
But why not? Ace Queen's a nice lady.
They don't need even to charge us anything. You know, sometimes I buy...
And he does have the moves. Definitely does know the game. Just hasn't gotten much cooperation from the flops and turns yet. One thing I can believe is that everybody is going to line up to call Michael Van Gerwen, because when a deer is wounded, foxes bare their fangs.
He can promote, you know. Good. Promote.
Looks like we're going to be 3 ways here.
Okay. No, I think a lot. You have. It's good.
Okay, so MVG popping up with Ace Queen. Leon calling a position and Sam flicking at him from the straddle.
It's pretty rare that people like keep talking. All those high rollers, it's super boring. No one, like everyone is sitting there
Top
like
pair,
that.
good kicker. This would be a bet. I don't think Leon will be folding a gut shot. He wants to play.
Way more fun like that.
Poker's so easy when everything just gets coordinated. You know, you raise it up with the Ace Queen, flop top pair, get one caller.
Sunglasses.
It's ridiculous. Like waiting 1 minute for open raising kings.
Like
Again, Leon's the same thing. He wants to keep MVG around. You know, he might call there against some other players and try and bust them, but they like this guy. They want.
I mean,
it's fun.
He's good for the game. He is a lot of fun. You know, free darts tickets. So.
I can pick more casual than like 10Ks. Like 10Ks in EPT, everybody like.
There you can't change the rules because there are some people in there that barely know the rules, you know. So you have to give them the time. But
whether or not he wants, I mean, it still was proper to fold.
Oh yeah.
You know, and Michael did make a correct bet in the whole deal.
Yeah. Like 45 seconds to open.
But it wasn't a normal fold spot for Leon.
They all play 15 tables of hyper.
No, jacks are wild. Ashcan going to get to open up on the Michael Van Gerwen straddle.
like especially when it's on TV.
No way Tomer's folding a pocket pair before the flop. And we could be on the verge of a family action here. Well, it's 4 ways anyway. And BG's like, with all that money in there, it's only $1,000 to win everything.
Great odds.
How do you like them odds?
You don't play main event?
I play many, yeah, but like not those 1.5Ks, those 3Ks.
We're going to have now every weekend.
Steffen can't stop talking. And here comes the flop.
25Ks and 50Ks.
Not much out there.
Obviously go there, like end of May, and then
If everyone could convince himself a 5 would be bountiful, but I think this one's going to be over quickly.
You can't like not write the name or something like that.
Problem.
3-bet, 4,000.
If you're Ashcan right now, you might be thinking to yourself, geez, I hope they pass. The longer this pot goes on, the more wonky those jacks are going to start looking. I mean, look at Leon. He's only got 1 pair. But you do have to think that he's in position. And there may be some bluffing spots open
When
later.
you win like 100K, they give you 100K and then you have to pay tax to Germany. Us, no, they give you 70.
I had it once.
14 grand there. And Ashcan looking anything but comfortable. That is pretty much a disaster as far as a card goes for him.
Because first I have to give them like the 30%, like 7 point something K or 8K.
Really, even to satellites?
It was insane. It was in Miami. I was so pissed. And then I asked someone, how does
It
an
is
IPA
a
look like?
tricky spot for Ashcan.
Well, I invented a nice number. And all worked out. But it was so sick. I didn't know about it. I didn't have cash there.
Is it just because I can see Ashcan's hand, or because you've been talking about Leon's sort of small betting, that this seems like a great spot for Leon to actually just pound it, or start pounding it a little more?
Yeah, I'm really surprised that Leon does seem to have these 2 groups of bet sizes, the small bets with weekends and big bets with his big bluffs and really good hands. That's an awful card for Ashcan.
I think that like the UK is doing it.
Yeah, I mean a 10,000 bet might even get this, but I'd like to see Leon put more than that in.
Yeah. Like Stars and Party, I think they have to give something away.
In UK? They don't give anything.
Not as the player, but the
Yeah, here we go. This is more like it.
Cut the rake back for you,
24K, that's a proper bluff. The pot.
Stars.
Oh, I didn't know.
It's like random 5% or something.
Doesn't definitely mean Ashcan's done with this one.
They just got the rake back.
Yeah, when I moved there, the rake.
There's something to think about.
The rake back was less for UK players for that.
There's so few
then,
hands he could be.
It's important that the player doesn't have to do anything.
Sure.
I mean, it's just not hockey. Germany is the worst.
How do you convince yourself that Leon could have something that doesn't beat you?
Austria has nothing.
No one really knows.
Well, it's more the what hands does Leon bet on the river this size?
Usually they use the same law.
This size, as we were saying earlier, is reserved for
and there is some trouble. So
very strong hand or a bluff.
We'll see.
It's a small market. I mean.
He could call.
I mean, it's just so few players. It's just not.
You know, if you're someone like Ashcan, you're in this game. You're trying to get in this game to make a hand against someone like Leon and have him bluff you. It's so painful when the run-outs come like this. You know, 9-7-3. It's perfect. Somehow it's come king of clubs and another club to make his hand worthless.
Right you are.
He is here to get these spots.
I get my US taxes back. I mean, I talked to a lawyer and...
Easier said than done is
might
right.
Get it back.
Ashcan Fatai, 60,000 ahead.
Too bad.
Who's the best no-limit hold'em player you ever played with live?
Where? In Holland?
I don't think about overall players. I think of more stages of the game. When it's like about tournament, I think there's...
Overall? Who would you want to back? If you could pick one player to back in, say, tournaments?
In Holland?
No.
So our players, German players. The best.
I mean,
that's almost his answer.
The best in the world.
The Germans?
Yeah. By far.
Cash game, no limit, best live player.
Also,
they never play too much live.
They're so disciplined. Also outside the casino, they're nice, they're profitable, you know.
They don't have drinking issues. You know?
Yeah.
The Germans are good at everything.
Yes, it's true. Only not darts, useless.
But the market is okay. I heard in Ellie Pelly they were like 25%.
Yeah, no, a lot of they come and watch everywhere. Darts in Germany is crazy.
Sick, yeah.
1 second, I'm in the hand now.
You know, I have nothing to do with darts. I watched every match from the quarterfinals on.
Can you please not disturb me?
Please do not disturb my client.
I had a side bet.
Don't disturb my client.
Rob's side.
1,000.
No, it's darts in Germany, everything is a sport eins, and also in Czech, everything is live. It's ridiculous now. It's getting bigger and bigger all over the world, all the time. It's good for us, of course. It's not like...
I mean, Germans are like, oh, it looks like Oktoberfest, it's great.
Yeah, exactly. It's true, it's true.
Yeah.
But gambling, drinking, entertainment is a great cocktail. They love it in Germany, isn't it?
I love that too.
How do you do it? I saw it in
we play in a few weeks. We play in 1.5 weeks. We first go to Berlin, Premier League. They sold out in 20 minutes, 12,000 tickets, and afterwards we go to Prague.
Nice.
And
coming to Prague.
Are you sure?
I was going to say, I saw it in Las Vegas. You know, they've had so much trouble getting the American crowd into darts because, well, the audience doesn't really know how all the songs and stuff. So this last year, I think Party Poker brought like 400 English qualifiers over just to fill the audience,
They know
sing the songs with the chants.
Well, I remember it must have been 4 or 5 years ago now when they were trying to take darts out to Vegas and get it going and get people into it. But they were having to broadcast it still back live to the UK, so the darts was at like 10 in the morning or something in Vegas, and it turns out it doesn't work as a morning sport.
No. Come on, you can give some information away for once in your life. Come on. It's just, what's the guy's name? He's good, isn't he?
What it is, I mean,
yeah, that guy.
There's so many people who like darts. Is that fun to watch? Once you've been to Ali Pali,
something else.
I mean, you would stand in line for days to get back in that spot.
Wow, you give nothing away. These guys, they're too clinical, these Germans. They give nothing away. They won't even give you an opinion on who they think's the best.
Steffen being very diplomatic there. Interesting, just flat calls with King Jack. Leon pumping up with tens. I could see Thomas getting real out of hand here, popping it back over him. Yep, here he is, all in. And Leon's definitely not folding.
But I think they are against fun players because no one likes to play with them.
Oh, sorry, right. How did this one happen?
Thomas completed for the straddle of 800. Leon made it 4,000, and Thomas obviously limped in with that plan. Thinking Leon's going to raise it nearly every hand. As it happens, he ran into one, but it's still just a flip, so...
No split.
All in the King Jack and then Leon has tens. Is that right?
Interesting to see what happens if
Wow,
that's right.
You don't want the 10.
Don't know if Tomer's taking another buy-in or not. He wants the kit. He got it. He got it.
Oh, sick.
You were talking him out the door.
Yeah.
I
didn't believe in that.
No emotions.
Sick game. 21.
Poker's a funny game. Really, the poker gods did not seem like they were going to shine on Tomer Pito there.
Friendly person, friendly guy.
Yeah.
Isn't he? Always smiling.
He's really good.
Always smiling.
Always smiling, right? I see him lose the biggest pot ever, real bad beat, and he's nice and very nice, friendly guy.
He don't care.
That is the mark of a friendly guy.
He doesn't care. He comes
This
to...
is the Fatahi family, you know. This is not,
He's Fatahi, I'm Fatahi.
VG getting frisky with the Queen 6.
Next week.
He's really starting to come out of his shell. I think we're seeing his.
He's coming to
not that he was in his shell, but I think he's feeling
Playing wise.
comfortable in the
on a
game.
holiday with the kids.
It's having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
He would love to be here.
Right, he's dominated in 2 spots, and Ashcan with pocket 4s. Yes, Leon, here we go.
You win there before Cyprus, yeah?
I've been to Cyprus a couple of times, like years ago.
Yeah.
Used to be a big poker scene in Cyprus. I mean, I'm sure there still is, but there used to be some very big tournaments there.
Yeah.
So lonely.
Okay, so heads up pot, Leon, Queen 9 suited, Ashcan, pocket fours. As close to a flip as you could imagine there.
Queens are pretty dead. Not that matters.
So lonely.
Imagine Leon will
drinking here.
continuation bet here, especially with the backdoor straight draw and flush draw.
I mean, he has lost a couple pots in a row.
He's a bit gun shy, yeah. That's a great turn card for Ashcan. Not only is it a card one of the cards lower than fours, it now gives him a gut shot as well. It's hard to believe Leon would check back a better hand than he has on the flop, the way he plays.
Come on.
Yeah, picks it up.
I know.
Welcome back to the Party Poker Live. Big game from Razvadov on the German border, and there's a German at the top of the money list right now. Steffen Sontheimer, 88,000 in profit, and been steady as you like all game. Really, he sat atop that table pretty much from the outset. We've got our numbers right. There is now 1,014,800 euros on the table. Somebody could make a lot of money tonight.
I do see the stakes going up here, and I think that mostly it's going to be, as you mentioned, at some point, because there are some other people in the game who will play higher. They just want to get all the money in the room on this table.
Yeah, that's it. But obviously some of the players at the table currently don't want to play higher, and you can't just kick them off because these guys want to play bigger. You know, they've waited to get in their seat, and they've given their time and shown us their cards to get this show for you guys.
Yeah, but you came because of me there, didn't you?
Leon with a real hand. There we go, raising Sam straddle again.
But okay, but the tournament was like...
I mean,
I'd love to see Sam have a hand like ace queen.
Like if it wasn't for skiing, I would have been maybe in the US or flying around the world.
It's fine. Raise 4,000.
I don't know what Steffen has, and he has been doing a lot of isolating.
Oh, I asked for Sam to have the ace queen, but here it is. Fireworks.
I'm not. Are you very clear on what Leon should be doing here? I mean, obviously, I'm guessing he's gonna re-raise.
Yeah,
but it will be the first. It'll be the first time he's done it.
This is the same spot we've been talking about, where Sam thinks Steffan's up to no good. This time he has absolutely no hand, but he's still not throwing it away straight away.
Oh.
This would be terrible timing, and
but not a terrible thought in your mind.
No, it's a great thought. He's suspicious.
I started with, I guess.
See, the problem is that he only has 105 to start with, so Sam, realistically, if he was to re-raise, he can't re-raise and fold, you know. If Steffen at 150k, maybe Sam makes it.
Count, please.
Count.
Oh, here we go. Maybe Sam could make it, you know, 40k and then fold because he shoves 80 more, but not make it 40k and fold for 60 more.
Now, I'm guessing Steffen will be well aware that this is a bit unusual for Leon.
Yeah.
And, sorry.
As much as he hasn't done this, he's capable of doing this, and he could just do this with sevens and stuff as well. You know, he could think, oh, he's messing with me.
Right, and there's also some hands he could genuinely just jacks tens where he's
that's what I mean.
Very
decent
decent
hands.
shape.
And also, you know, Steffen has actually showed Leon a few times when he's 3-bet him with sub-premium hands.
I had the red jacks. I opened 1,500.
Yeah, this is a really tough spot for Steffen.
Flop by C-bet. You saw. Flop C-bet.
Where's my beer?
It's a
Where's my beer?
It is a big league decision, right? 100,000 euros decision.
100,000 euros of real money.
King of clubs. Club.
4K to start with.
And sure enough, he does cool.
He has called. We're gonna have this. This is just about the biggest pot we've had this session.
Was on the board.
Steffen asked twice, Leon once only.
That's what you always think.
And by the way, you know, Ace Queen is allowed to dog the Ace King sometimes, but it'll be really good for the game if Leon doubles up.
I'm going to go that way. I think Leon, better again, Leon loses. He might get steaming.
One thing's for sure, it is a big race, and Steffen Sontheimer was trailing. Now he's gasping. Only 3 queens. This is 178,000 in this pot. That's what happens when you have too much confidence in the ace queen. You run into the big slick, and it's all for naught. Steffen worked so hard to get about 90,000 ahead. Now all he can do is text the bank, send more money.
He bluffed, yeah?
I told you, show the bluff. I love you.
It's the beauty of a cash game. It's like a beautiful stew. It just gets better with time.
Well, 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 that one hand has turned the money list on its head. Steffen Sontheimer, so long atop that table, he's lost it all. Back practically to where he started. We feel your pain, Steffen. And Leon, up and down like a yo-yo, is now 20,000 shy of parity. It's a funny old game, and it doesn't get any less so in our next episode as the Party Poker Live Big Game Germany from Razvedov continues.
Wish I could ask Sontheimer what to do. Easy call, but you look so confident.